I am what folks call an empath. And I guess that's the best way to describe. I am highly sensitive and I can feel everyone's emotions everywhere I go. But now that I am aware of this ability that I have, I can better manage it and I can accept it and embrace it and utilize it for my own benefit as well as for others. But it wasn't like that always. As a child, I was just called, you're so sensitive. You're so sensitive, like it was this negative thing. And this was coming from people that love me, but for them, I guess my sensitivity was a lot for them to manage, or for them, it was difficult for them to understand, which I totally get. We weren't living in the time we're in now where the words like emotional intelligence, empathy, these weren't prevalent. We weren't in this whole movement of mental health and wellness. So I get it and I don't blame them. But at the time, I just took it all in. What they were saying. I felt like I was a burden. So I put my sensitivity behind like these walls. I tried to put up all these walls, and I did. I became such a cold person, cynical and kind of pessimistic, blocking myself off from my nature, my true nature, but just to protect myself. So, in my 20s, it was just really going downhill, using things to numb my sensitivity, negative, toxic, unhealthy choices, until I got to my 30s where the walls were tumbling. They were crumbling fast, like an earthquake was happening. And I was in this relationship where I was being ridiculed about my sensitivities and my emotions and how they're such negative things. And just in general, not even just towards me, but in general, this person spoke of being emotional in this way. And, I was just hitting a wall to the point where it was a make or break moment. And I decided to make it because I just couldn't allow it to be a break moment. And I started to learn about empathy and emotional intelligence. And I said, what? This is my superpower. This being sensitive is a superpower. Guess what? Everyone is sensitive in some way or another. We all have sensitive senses. So that means we're all sensitive to something. I just may be sensitive in one way from how another person is sensitive in another way, right? But there's space for all of that, and we can learn and grow and love and be more human.